we are so far removed from normalcy at this point. It is kind of crazy. Having a U.S. president single out his favorite billionaire that gave him $100 million and just being like, his stock prices are getting pummeled. Let me tell you, this is a good car. You got to buy it. You Americans have to buy it. I'm the American president telling you, you have to buy it. Like, that is insane. That is an insane thing that's going on. I know we've like completely lost the plot on the Hatch Act, you know, that's woke and gay, of course. But like, this is kind of crazy. I mean, am I wrong? Am I insane? Am I the insane one? Yeah, he said the Tesla boycott is illegal. He's like, you can't do a BDS on Israel and you can't do it on Tesla. President Trump says he's going to buy a brand new Tesla tomorrow as a show of support amid the left-wing boycott. I mean, this is incredibly desperate. Will it work? Probably not. Why is he even doing it? It's illegal not to buy a Tesla. Every American must buy one. If you die in a Tesla, we will honor you. We will put your name on a board. Every American baby needs a Tesla. What is going on? I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. How can anybody look at this and go, that's right, he's my base president, dude?
Hello, President Trump. Are you looking to buy or lease today?
Well, I'm going to buy. And I'm going to buy because, number one, it's a great product, as good as it gets. And number two, because this man has devoted his energy and his life to doing this. I think he's been treated very unfairly by a very small group of people. And I just want people to know that you can't be penalized for being a patriot. And he's a great patriot.
Dude, this is so embarrassing.
And he's also done an incredible job with Tesla. And, I mean, nobody else has a car company started up in the last 30 years that's been successful. I don't think so. And not only successful, but super successful. And because he's able to find billions and billions and billions of dollars of fraud and waste and all of the things, I mean, our country is going to be very strong very soon because of a lot of the things that he's done and a lot of the things that I'm doing. And there's no better team, but there's no better for what we're doing. There's nobody like this, and he shouldn't be penalized. And when I watched the other day, I said, I can't believe it. It should be the opposite. People should be going wild, and they love the product, but because he's finding all sorts of terrible things that have taken place against our country, they want to penalize him in an economic sense. And I just think that's very unfair. So I just wanted to make a statement. I'm going to buy one. Now, here's the bad news. I'm not allowed to drive because I haven't driven a car in a long time, and I love to drive cars. But I'm going to have it at the White House, and I'm going to let my staff use it. I'm going to let people at the place use it, and they all are all excited about that. I'm not.
Donald Trump has been actively undermining electric vehicles, ruining the possible grid of the electricity grid that is a necessity for Americans to confidently use electric vehicles. And he's now turning around and being like, but Teslas are good. It's very good. It's like you can't, on the one hand, destroy EVs across the board. And then also on the other hand, yeah, like this, Trump is trying to halt EV charger build out. Experts say it's not that easy. This is from February 7th. Like, he has gone against not just Tesla, but like all electric vehicles unconditionally as a EV owner. I'm frustrated by this, but part of that has played a role in obviously Tesla stocks alongside, Elon Musk being so closely associated with this administration, an administration that is actively undermining electric vehicles' future in this country, has caused Tesla stocks to plummet, right? So now he's trying to fix the situation just for Tesla. And he says, Trump says he will label violence against Tesla dealerships as a form of domestic terrorism. He's like, if you draw a penis on a Cybertruck, you're going to jail. You're doing terrorism. Hurt Israel's feelings, terrorism. Draw a penis, hurt a Tesla owner's feelings, terrorism. It's kind of funny because, while there is central planning in China, and obviously they've played an active role, the government has played an active role in heavily subsidizing EV production and flooding the European and global markets with affordable Chinese electric vehicles. I don't even think the Chinese government would be like, if you were to say that BYD is bad, we are going to assassinate you. Like, the country, not necessarily known for free speech protections, probably wouldn't go, Oh, yeah. If you had any criticisms against BYD, you're going to Chinese jail. Amazing stuff coming from the free speech country. We are going to do our very best to claw back the Tesla stocks.
Wow. That's beautiful. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer.
Wow. Everything's computer. I love it. It's computer. So much computer.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Wow. Nah, I think Tesla, like confidence in Tesla is at an all-time low. Confidence in Elon is at an all-time low, which is why confidence in Tesla is at an all-time low. And I think Donald Trump associating himself this openly with Tesla is probably going to piss people off, especially because his fan base have actively shit on electric vehicles. Donald Trump has actively shit on electric vehicles. Like, Trump supporters are not necessarily big electric vehicle fans. They think it's gay, it's woke, it's lib shit. Yesterday, Tesla stocks were at its lowest point, as in it had dropped so much that it was at the same point it was in 2020. Tesla stocks had gotten down to a point where if you had purchased Tesla stock in 2020, you had the same, like this was your Tesla stocks was worth the same as they were in 2020. Now, it's unfortunately up 5% today. Yeah, I mean, when the president comes out and actively promotes Teslas, I'm sure it'll go up a little bit. But having said that, I think people's anger and resentment towards Teslas being branded as the swastika mobile is probably going to continue.
Yeah, it's just a brake and an accelerator.
I don't want to
Give Secret Service a heart attack.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sorry.
Please buy more Teslas.
Good night.
Oh, it's so do you want to actually drive it?
You don't want me to drive it, do you?
I saw Biden do a.
I'll tell you, it could be.
Once in the Jeep.
Yeah,
It's very easy to drive.
That's you're the only one that saw it.
So it's like driving a golf cart, basically.
Very simple.
It's very simple. So it's literally like a golf cart that goes really fast. There's no gears.
This is really amazing. It's really amazing. Let's take a look at a couple of these. Think Biden could get into that car? I don't think so.
Still talking big dookie on Biden. Big Brandon. Get Brandon's name out of your mouth, sir.
Not allowed to use it. Can you believe it?
It's live
Very
now.
strong, heavy. It's all steel, stainless steel. But the cars themselves. So what is this one, Elon?
That's a Model Y.
That's a Model Y. So I have a lot of information, including the price.
Yeah.
I want to make a good deal here. You know, I do notice this. They have one, which is $35,000, which is pretty low.
Let this man do full self-driving, man. Come on, please. I have a lot of confidence in Teslas.
Yeah.
And I just want to thank the
I have a lot of confidence in Teslas. I really want Donald Trump to do a FSD. Just click on the FSD and drive away into the sunset, baby. See where it takes you. Come on.
Tesla
Come
stores.
on.
These are innocent people who've done nothing wrong. You know.
But nobody's been. I mean, it hasn't been. There's been some physical damage, a little damage, and we want to keep it that way because I don't want to say this. It's just not the appropriate. But law enforcement's out there watching everybody. We don't want this to happen, and not to somebody that's been so good to our country. He didn't have to do this. He didn't have to go through this, and we can't let it happen. And aside from that, I happen to love the product. It's a lot nicer if you also happen to love the product, and he's done a really good job. Go ahead, Peter.
Is there, I guess this is for Elon Musk, is there a discount? President Trump wrote the art of the deal. Is there any kind of room for negotiating here?
Let me answer that. I know he'd give me a discount, but honestly, I don't want to ask for one. You know, I'm president, so I want to pay full price.
And what is your message, President Trump? Buying a new car while there are some folks who will see this clip at home and they are struggling with their retirement accounts down at the moment. Uncertainty about work.
Who are you from?
Well,
Where are you
going
with?
to do great. I think
Where are you
our
with?
country had to do this. We had to go and do this.
Who's
They've taken
asking this
away
question?
other
I don't like you.
countries have taken away our business. They've taken away our jobs. I did it initially very strongly against, as you know, China and some others in the first term. And it was a very successful term. We had no inflation. We had the greatest economy in the history of our country. And then we had COVID, which we had to straighten out. So I didn't want to be doing anything with respect to other countries at that time. And we did a great job with it. We handed the stock market over. It was higher than it ever was. And think of that, higher than it ever was to that point before. And nobody thought that was even possible. We did a great job. But we had the greatest economy in history. This economy, in my opinion, is going to blow it away. But what I have to do is I have to get the workers back. I have to get the factories open. We have 90,000 factories and plants are closed from what you had just prior to NAFTA, which is not very long ago. 90,000, think of it, 90,000 factories and plants are closed from what it was. And it's just not right. So, and we gave it away. Presidents before me gave it away, and I could name every one of them. But they gave it away, and we're taking it back. We're taking our jobs back. And one of the things I'll say, by the way, speaking of Tesla, he manufactures more cars. I mean, he opened this incredible plant, one of the largest plants in the world, in Texas. Could you talk about that, Elon?
Yeah, it's worth noting that the Tesla cars have the most U.S. content of any cars on the market. So they're the most American made. We have the biggest factory and the most advanced automotive factory in Texas that we've opened and continue to expand. And so this is very much these are great products. The Model S is one best car ever.
Best car ever.
So all these cars have won incredible awards. So they're great cars and they're American made. And I think, try it. You'll like it.
And I'm just saying, beyond the cars, they're great. But we have to celebrate somebody that has the courage to do this. He could have said, I'm not doing anything. I'm not going to get involved. Let the country go to hell. He didn't want to do that. And remember, he's going to find, and we're up to almost $500 billion worth of waste and fraud and abuse. $500 billion. We're giving $2 billion here, $2 billion there, not millions. It was a bet. If it was $1 million or $2 million, that's a lot of money. But we're talking about billions of dollars being given to defunct, scams, given to people with nothing. They have nothing going. They open up a subchapter S corporation, and they put $2 billion into it from nowhere. And we've caught a lot of them. I wish we could catch all of them, but we've caught a lot of them. And he's been largely responsible. So we have to celebrate him. And it's not that he's conservative. I don't even know if he's conservative. I will tell you this.
It's pretty funny to think that, like in the first Trump administration, people would talk about the Hatch Act, right?
But in the time I've known him,
people would talk about the Hatch Act and be like, "Oh, Trump is violating the Hatch Act." Like now it's just so like that's the expectation. The expectation is just like, yeah, no, he's gonna do that, and there's not really much you can say.
From our standpoint, American cars, American made. He employs thousands of people. He's got, at the same time, he has the most modern plants in the world. I said, I don't like what's happened to you. I'm going to do it. I didn't even know he was going to come.
What do you mean?
He's never asked me for anything. He endorsed me, and he never asked me. I didn't even know he was going to endorse me. The guy has never asked me. He's not saying, in fact, I could go a step further. I ended the electric mandate. Okay? I ended the electric mandate. And I figured, when's this guy calling to raise hell with me?
Like, yeah, he ended it. It ruined me.
If I were him, I would have called.
So on that,
because he's probably even better than I am.
Mr. President, is Elon Musk rubbing off on you? Is electric then the way to go?
It's not that this isn't for electric or gas, because people have their choices.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that I know people that have these cars. I know one man, we see him all the time.
Yeah.
He has 5 of them.
Yeah.
He thinks it's and he was a big guy for Ferraris and other things. And he says, man, it blows him away. I know other people, they have 3, 4, they love them. They love them. And some people like the gasoline, and they should have their options.
Right.
I'm all about options. But I'm telling you, I ended the electric mandate, and I was waiting for a call. I said, did Elon call yet? They said, no, sir. The next day, what about Elon? Did he call? He never even mentioned it to me, never complained. Until this moment, I'm just bringing it up. Who would do that? Yeah. He has never asked me for a thing. And he's built this great company, and he shouldn't be penalized because he's a patriot. He's an incredible patriot. And I don't even know if he's a Republican. I really don't.
Yes, sir. Yes, definitely.
The stock market dropped today.
Well, I'm not sure if it was. Well, you're going to have
stock is also
drops, and markets are going to go up, and they're going to go down.
Yeah.
But you know what? We have to rebuild our country. Our country has been stripped of its jobs, of its factories. And I'm tired of seeing where they build apartments, cheap apartments in an old broken down. Tired of seeing where they build apartments, cheap apartments in an old broken down factory. But you have factories all over the place that are empty from many decades ago. And we're going to change it around. And it's all taxing policy. You know, it's really a policy because we have great workers, great people. It's really a policy of taxing and incentives. And I'm bringing the incentives back. And I'll tell you what, numerous plants, and I don't want to mention specifically, but I'll mention this one, numerous plants in Mexico and other places that were under construction or soon to be under construction are now coming here, and they've dropped that because it was unfair what was happening. Mexico, they were building
Eurochatter asks, what is the Hatch Act? The Hatch Act of 1939 is an act to prevent pernicious political activities. It is a United States federal law that prohibits civil service employees in the executive branch of the federal government, except the president and vice president, from engaging in some forms of political activity. Basically, it's you're not allowed to do this, exactly this, which is for your own personal gain or for any other reasons to promote, like it's basically to stop Donald Trump or other presidents and other civil servants from doing exactly this, which is a QVC / hashtag ad for a specific product. Why? Why would that be? Why would that be something that? Why would that be something that the federal government would want to stop from happening? It's because they don't want someone to get $100 million in campaign contributions, and then with that $100 million, have the president do an ad when the stock prices are tanking for your company. It's because it's you have from the bully pulpit, you have awesome power and responsibility, and utilizing the bully pulpit to do an ad for one company after someone gave you money would be pure corruption. Pure corruption. That is what this is. This is the exact reason as to why they don't want this to, they wanted to stop this from happening.
I could have done it the easy way. I could have coasted.
It forbids the intimidation or bribery of voters and restricts political campaign activities by federal employees. It prohibits using any public funds designated for the relief of public works for electoral purposes. Forbids officials paid with federal funds from using promises of jobs, promotion, financial assistance, contracts, or any other benefits to coerce campaign contributions or political support.
I'm going to look at this. I'm going to make a decision. Do you want to hear what my decision?
Let's see it.
Okay. What's your best of these cars? What do you think?
Well, the car that I drive is the Model S Plaid.
Which is that one?
That red one in the middle.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2 seconds. So faster than a Ferrari.
That's pretty fast. I don't know if my people can handle this. They're going to be using it more. I'm not allowed to use it.
That's fast.
That's a fast one.
Just to be clear,
That's
for
beautiful.
the 50%, is that going to go into effect on Canada or no?
Which one?
The 50% tariffs?
I'll let you know about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you.
Like, I'm doing an
I
ad.
appreciated
Shut up about
his
tariffs
call.
on Canada.
I thought it was nice. This is beautiful. Whoa! Should I get in?
Get it!
Okay. Let me get in
I'm
this.
doing an ad.
On the Tesla?
Let
you want
me
my
do
notes?
my ad.
Yeah.
They gave me
Don't
notes or
worry
something.
about the tariffs
I'm
on
not biting, I don't
Canada.
need notes.
Yeah. I can take it.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Let me get into
Incredible,
this
sir.
I'll watch Secret Service go crazy. Thank you.
I mean, if you actually drove it around, it would really be well.
Beautiful. Wow.
I get into this other side.
That's beautiful. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer. That's beautiful. Wow. How about starting the engine? Now, is this just a brake?
Yeah, it's just a brake and an accelerator.
don't want to.
You give Secret Service a heart attack.
That's beautiful.
Can you start it?
Should I? I'll start the engine.
Oh, it's gonna get around the hole. So, do you want to actually drive it?
You don't want me to drive it, do you?
Yeah. Ethical reacts dictate that we must watch this ad, but if you want me to skip this ad, then subscribe for $6 or for free with a Twitch Prime. And I will skip this hashtag ad that Donald Trump is doing for Tesla very clearly. The one time Tesla cars are not experiencing electrical failures is right here in this moment, you know? If you skip a Tesla ad, you're a terrorist. We're sending you to Guantanamo Bay. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Cuba is a beautiful place. Guantanamo Bay. We will send you there. You're doubly going to Guantanamo Bay if you are also hurting Israel's feelings. Don't hurt Israel's feelings and don't skip a Tesla ad. You will go to Guantanamo. We'll black bag you.
At the business roundtable, especially with the
Well, I have a roundtable to make it a little while. I just consider this much more important because I want to buy one of these. My whole staff is so excited because I told them they're going to safely use them. And they can't believe it. So Margot, wherever you are, Margot, she's going to use it. They're all going to be using it, and they're going to have a good time using it. And I
think it's alarming that the vague definition of terrorism is now being applied to basically anything Trump feels is not good? Yes, I think it's probably not good that now Trump is considering vandalism against Teslas to be an act of domestic terror, hurting Israel's feelings to be an act of domestic terror. It's definitely not good.
Do you think there will be a recession?
I don't see it at all. I think this country is going to boom. But as I said,
what else will he consider to be an act of terror? Maybe he'll say, if you don't like the tariffs, if you say my tariffs are ruining the stock market, that's an act of terror. You're going to jail.
And what's your message to Americans right now, sir, who are worried about the stock market? What's your message to them as they watch it?
That's me saying the Cybertruck was. Have you been?
Let's go see the Cybertruck. I did buy one of.
He's like, don't leave yet. You still haven't done the Cybertruck ad. That's what he said. He said, hey, get back here. He said, get back here. You haven't done the Cybertruck ad yet.
In terms of imagination, I think I have a great imagination. Who else but this guy would design this, and everybody on the road is looking at it. It's amazing, actually.
Not for good
as soon as I saw it,
reasons.
I said, that is the coolest design. It's. Do you agree with that, Brian? I mean,
I do.
It's amazing.
It's very cool. Yeah.
You got to give him credit.
We want the future to look like the future, and it's kind of what kind of truck would Blade Runner drive? That was the design idea.
It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Hey, Elon, are you planning to remain CEO of Tesla while working with President Trump? Is there any thinking on your future at the company as we're talking about Tesla? I'm wondering where your thinking is with leading the company going forward.
Yeah, I'm CEO of Tesla, and
we should.
Yeah.
Any more plans of additional vehicles besides the ones you have now?
Well,
New
we got
models?
The Cybercab coming out next year.
The one with no steering wheel. Are you gonna buy one of
No,
those?
sir, I will not.
We'll pass. We're too old-fashioned.
Yeah.
This man is a great patriot, and you should cherish him. You should cherish him. You know, I have a little statement. We have to take care of our high IQ people because we don't have too many of them.
Mr. President,
And we got to take care of them.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, a lot of CEOs are legitimately worried about speaking out of turn because they just don't want to draw the ire of the Trump administration, who has demonstrated its willingness to tank companies, hit him with like insane things that previous administrations wouldn't dare touch. Trump will do anti-capitalist things at the behest of his own narcissistic desires. He will go after companies. He'll do it. I mean, look at him. Look at him just playing around with the stock market like this.
Thank you all very much. I love Tesla.
Which one did you buy?
Tesla.
Mr. President,
Which one did you
Mr.
buy?
President,
I
which
love
car are you gonna buy?
Tesla.
The one I like is that one.
And how does this work?
And I want that same color.
Are you going to put down a credit card? Elon, would you take a personal check from the president?
I do it the old. I give checks.
Sure.
I like checks. You know?
I think his credit's good.
Do you still have access?
You know, I like a check better than this modern system of all of a sudden there's money in your account. Nobody knows. I like signing a check. You sort of. But we're gonna pay, and I don't want a discount, he would give me a discount. But if I do a discount, they're going to say, "Oh, he got benefits." I don't want any discount.
Wait, what do you mean?
Vanity plate?
He got benefits. He already gave you $100 million in campaign contributions, and you're doing this as a benefit already. You're doing this because Tesla stocks are down. You're doing this because his association with you has caused a lot of people to go, "Oh, I'm reconsidering the purchase I made for this company that I thought was liberal when I made this purchase." And you're over here being like, "No, I'm going to defend him. I'm going to claw back the stock prices." Tesla, selling Tesla stock is illegal. Not buying more Tesla stock is also illegal. We are doing everything we can to make it so that you have to buy a Tesla. Not buying a Tesla is also illegal.
And are you sure you don't want to take a test drive?
I'd love to do it. Maybe I'll do it some other time.
Do you want Elon to keep working with you throughout your first term? I mean, is there going to be an end date for the two of you working together?
I don't know.
Next few
You know, I
years?
was thinking about that the other day. I think he'll know when it's time.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't want to stay around.
He has up to 130
although
days,
I think he does like it. There's no place like the White House.
Elon,
Okay, so maybe.
would you want to stay?
I don't think that. I think he wants to get the job done, get back to his businesses. That's what I think.
But
I just want to. I'll stay as long as it's useful and productive, and if I can help the country, I'll stay and do so.
Okay. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank
President
you.
Trump.
Thank you, President Trump.
Good looking guy.
Elon. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, guys.